And then she finally looks up at me. Oh, Lenny, I don't think I can be your valentine. What? Did I get it wrong? So, after all the crazy situations I've been in with Aerith, I've come to a crippling conclusion. One that I could deny no longer. I wanted to be her valentine.
Lame.
For further context, this is actually in between the time when I got sick and before the whole party situation popped off. Now, I had never originally planned on getting a girlfriend, like, bro, seriously, that joint was nowhere on my list of priorities. But, as much as I wanted to deny it, it was becoming more obvious by the day.
Listen!
I mean, am I really crazy though? Like, really? Think about it. The multiple trips to my house, hanging out at the mall, taking care of me when I was sick, and literally getting rid of Ginger before my mom could kill me. So, I wanted to finally convey how I feel about it, and maybe ask her out to the arcade, or axe throwing, or something. I don't know, I just wanted to hang out with her. Only problem is, I had zero idea what I was doing, and the only guy who I knew who did was a friend. Alright, so I'm gonna stop myself right there and be honest with you. I don't even know if I could even call this guy a friend at this point. But, irregardless, that person was Andrew. Now, Andrew was the type of dude who really wanted to date Ginger, but I'll be honest with you, bro would actually have an easier time dating a chainsaw wrapped in barbed wire, but this is what he wanted. But for whatever dumbass reason, I asked for his advice, and this is exactly how it played out. My dude, you've come to the right place. You see, my boy, love is harsh, love is assertive, and love is 100% direct. If you want to ask out your secret admirer, all you have to do is be direct with them. Get right up in their face. Make it so that her eyes are only on you. And simply say,
Baby G.
What does that even mean? Who cares what it means? She'll be so flustered that she'll literally be putty in your hands. I'm gonna be honest with you and ruin it right now. I did not do that. The whole
Baby G
dynamic, it just felt hella cringy, to be honest. So, literally on the day of Valentine's Day, I was pretty much waiting for the right opportunity to give Erin her Valentine's gift. Only thing was, there never was one! Bro, whether it was before class, at the caf, after class, we were never alone. It was always us and a group of friends. So I figured the best time to strike would be when it was just us on our walk home. But still trying to hype myself up about it, thinking about how epic it's gonna be when it all plays out and when things all work out for the best. Yeah, pro tip, don't do that. So, the moment finally arrived. We were walking home, just the two of us, and normally Air takes the side door to her apartment rather than the front door since it's closer to where she actually lives. And majority of the time I always walk her to the door because we're usually talking about something else, but this time I was hella quiet. Yo, Lenny, are you good? Aerith, honestly, I figured it was now or never. But man, was I cringing and internally screaming inside. I just wanted to walk away, but I knew I'd be more mad at myself if I'd done that. So I reach into my backpack and pull out a bag of Hershey's Kisses and a cheesy video game card that says "You're the last heart piece from Legend of Zelda." God. I walk right up to her. I'm looking her in the eye. I'm scared, bro, and actually really flustered. And guess what I end up doing? I end up doing the stupid wall thing where I slam my hand against a cold brick wall. And I said, here. Like, my voice was cracking up like a static television. Like, bro, did you want to fail? Looking back on that, I'm like, oh god, why did I do that? Bro, why? But at the time, a part of me honestly thought it was a good idea, and I'm just like, there ain't no way. Like, there's literally no way. All the while, Aerith was being super quiet. Like, she hadn't said anything for like 20 to 30 seconds. And then she finally looks up at me. Oh, Lenny, I don't think I can be your valentine. What? Did I get it wrong? I actually started to get teary-eyed. I didn't know, and I'm just thinking to myself, what's wrong with me? Bro, imagine crying in front of the girl you like. It just kept getting worse, and you couldn't control it. Lenny! No, I'm sorry. My fault. Totally my fault. I think I misread the lines or something. I thought... It's okay. It's okay. No, wait. It's totally okay. Can we just please forget this ever happened? I'll talk to you later, okay? Cool. Alright, bye. Inadequate, crushed, not good enough, can't qualify. All those stupid self-loathing feelings were just flooding my head. I guess I just got it wrong. The only thing I could think of was to walk away as fast as humanly possible. Wait! I only meant that I couldn't be your valentine because Piper was on my head about it for 4 weeks. What? Of course I want to, dumbass! Really? Yeah! But what about Piper? Who cares? Duh! Bro, I did not care. A win was a win for me that day. I honestly thought she was gonna think I was super lame for like crying and shit. Like, I did not mean for that to happen. But she was the same Aerith I always known, a girl who just never fit in, but tried to make things her own. a girl I really started to fall for. Only thing now was we just had to keep it hidden from Piper. I'll get it. Yeah? Boom! Now hold on. Before we go any further, I just want to let y'all know that this is a follow-up video from my first big titty goth experience. That name's crazy. Which, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you can check that out right here. But let me give you some quickie substance. Aerith, aka the goth chick at my school, has been a dope friend of mine for some time. But she's been recently sending me some major Brittany Renner vibes, but I was super oblivious to. So this was around spring break. I had the whole week off to chill. My parents finally got over the idea of me being a problematic child who only got into fights in school. Bro, honestly, I was on my best behavior. I was taking out the trash, washing the dishes, but basically doing anything so that my mom wouldn't get the feminine urge to beat me with a wooden spoon. Cause me getting suspended for 10 days from my last fight did not fly with her at all. But things were looking legit good for spring break, and I had planned to just chill out and enjoy myself.
Sophie had plans.
I'll get it. Yeah? It's Aerith. What's she doing here? I mean, bro, I haven't seen her ever since... Choke me. Hey, Aerith, what's going on? Bro, I was so cringy with it back then. Not that that's changed much now. But I had no idea what I was doing. And she was like, oh, nothing. I was just in the neighborhood and I haven't heard from you in a hot minute. So I just want to see what you're up to. I'll never forget. Worst part about it, I always started to get really nervous and twitchy around her. And she deadass knew how to exploit that. I'm holding my pizza pocket in my hand. The next thing you know, Aerith goes, oh, yum. She then takes my arm, bites down on my pizza pocket, and bro, I'm trying my best not to feel embarrassed by any of this. And she's just there licking her lips, like I swear to you, she was trying to get me to act up. By the front door. Next thing you know, she goes, oh, hello. I slowly turn around, and to my horror, it's my black, strict Christian mom who warned me about girls like this. You know, that they're possessed and I was to stay a strong COVID 6 feet away from them. And my mom's just staring daggers down at Aerith and her low-cut top. And I'm just sitting there in the middle of this like, Lord, if you took me now, I wouldn't hate it. So she says, hello, I'm a friend of Lenny's, and grabs my arm and locks it around hers in front of my mom. I'm slowly looking back at my mom in deadass fear and terror. Bro, at this point, I was so scared. Like, I had no idea what my mom would think. Oh, look at her face, bro. She didn't even care. Yo, this girl was trifling. Aw, that's sweet. Well, don't just stand there. Come on in. What? What the hell? What the? What's going on? I thought for sure she was gonna tell Aerith to get lost while choking the hell out of me. But hey, if she's cool with it, I am too. So Aerith comes inside and she's all like, oh, this will be cool. I've never seen your room before. I bet there's tons of games we can play. Okay, so she was totally right, but that's besides the point. She knew exactly what to say and how to make me feel embarrassed or flustered. So before we go to my room, my mom quickly calls me over and tells me, with a smile on her face, make sure to leave your door open.
Got it.
Okay. I was not trying to catch no smoke from my mom whatsoever, and holy shit, when I come back to my room, I was not expecting to see this. Oh. Not gonna lie, y'all, when I say I was fighting demons, bro, let's just say to this day, I don't even know if she did that on purpose or not. So, what do you want to do now? Let's play Mario Kart. So we're playing and enjoying ourselves, and I'm actually having fun. Like, I feel way more calm than I was before. My mom's not trying to hack my face into a million pieces. Things are actually going pretty good while we're playing. But I didn't even know that Aerith kept scooting closer to me as we were playing. At one point, she was right by my face. I can't believe I'm sharing this, but whatever. It was years ago, and it's fine. You've been looking away from me all day. Is something wrong? So this girl then grabs my hand and she's holding it and she's like, if I ever make you feel uncomfortable, you can tell me. Bro, I was down terrible at this point, like way past the point of bad. Like, how does she keep getting away with this? Like, keep in mind, I'm not good at talking to a lot of girls at this point, so I always failed at this. But she's got me willing to risk it all. Like, I don't even know, man. But then all of a sudden, bro, I had closed the door. The same door my mom told me to keep open. I swear, bro, it was out of habit. I always close my room door. So I'm like, yeah? And then it goes quiet. Then suddenly, BAM! Me and Aerith just froze, and my mom's just staring at us holding hands. Yeah, that night we had a long conversation. I want to finish the Goth Girlfriend series, but honestly, making one of those videos takes forever. Okay, super cool! So, this is a mini addition to my Goth Girlfriend series that honestly, I really didn't need to add, but I just kind of wanted to because, you know, I thought it was funny and stupidly embarrassing. I mean, y'all obviously want to hear what happens next instead of my indie games OnlyFans animation.
Don't answer that.
So, this is a story about how I was put into an awkward situation that was also way more embarrassing than I thought it would be. Alright, so I walk into the lunchroom, and all I hear is, "Hey, Lenny." I look over, and I see Aerith and her crew. Like, the once loner Goth chick is no longer a loner anymore. She's calling me to sit over with her and her friends, and I know none of my friends have the same lunch as I do anymore. So, I'm heading over. I sit down, and she's just staring at me like Aerith normally does, and she's just like, "I'm on my 3rd Red Bull. This shit's incredible!" Honestly, I don't know why. When she gets a lot of caffeine in her system, she sounds like a valley girl from a 90s VHS anime.
Oh, Senpai, hey!
And I'm just like, oh shit, this is what we're doing now? Getting roasted off caffeine at 12:53 p.m. with the teacher noticing but too busy playing Wordle to give a damn? And she's like, "I haven't seen you in forever." And I'm like, yeah, I know, shit's been crazy. But honestly, the conversation stopped dead in its tracks because I can't help but notice the redheaded emo chick staring hella daggers at me. And for simplicity's sake, let's just call her Ginger. Now, I didn't know Ginger that well. You know, aside from the fact that she went Snapchat famous at her school for sending a booty pic to literally everyone in our grade in the girls' washroom. Oh, and the time when she went up to her ex-boyfriend Nate, snatched his phone out of his hand, took the SD card out of the phone, and fucking bit it. Yeah, from what I heard, her parents and the principal were going off on her that day, but to be honest, I don't think she cared. And I'm like, hello, hi, Have you and Aerith fucked? Like, what? Like, straight out of nowhere. No warning, no build-up, just all out random. No. I like to think of myself as a gentleman, so I don't really be wilding out like that. Lame. But if that's what you really think, you wouldn't mind if I do this. This girl then shoves my phone down her shirt, literally holding the poor thing for random. Keep in mind, this is my first time meeting this chick. She's a literal stranger to me. And within 5 minutes of our first meeting, you're playing hide the pickle with my phone? Help! It smells like Starburst and White Claws in here. I'm like, yo, give me back my phone. And she's like, if you're such a gentleman, just reach in and grab it. Come on, we're all waiting, right? What? Yo, you can't be serious. Try me, bitch. After pleading to get my phone back for what felt like a whole minute, I was like, dude, I'm gonna get my phone. I don't even care anymore. Not gonna lie though, I was feeling hella nervous, but I really wanted to get my phone back because what the hell? You know, come to think of it, I have no idea how someone like Ginger would become friends with someone like Aerith. From what she told me, it kinda went something like this. Sup, bitch, we're gonna get Happy Meals. You in? Yeah, that was literally it. That was all it took. Yo, you know what's even crazier though? I looked at the teacher that was just chilling there to see if he would show some sign, any sign, of concern for what I was currently going through.
Wordle.
Sir, could I... Wordle! Not gonna lie though, I was feeling hella nervous, but I really wanted to get my phone back because, what the hell? Trying to be as careful as humanly possible to just grab my phone and nothing else. And just when I was about to grab that thing, Aerith reaches over and grabs it right out of Ginger's bra. Fuck off, Melanie. Here, Lenny. Feels warm, huh? It, of course, was not only Aerith, but also Ginger. I can't believe, I have no idea how she managed to get into my house, past my mom, past my brother, and be in my room chilling, waiting for me. I love my own space. Like, you know what I mean? When it just comes down to it, I just really enjoy the vibe of being at peace in my own flippin' environment. So, when that peace gets interrupted, and the positive vibes I built up get thrown out the window, I feel a type of way. Okay, let me use a reference because I know most of y'all will get this. It's like when you're in a game of Mario Kart and you're cruising along in first place, feeling good, then suddenly a blue shell knocks the shit out of you, vibe over. Or if you're walking through a horror game and a giant monster jumps out of nowhere and you literally feel your soul leave through your ass, vibe over. So, this is a story of how I lost my peace in my own personal safe space, aka my room, and had to use all my cunning and willpower to get it back. I honestly remember this story like it was yesterday, so strap in for this one. So, I was on my way back from the post office. I recently ordered a game from Japan that finally came in. Bleach Heat the Soul 4 for the PSP. So, I was literally speedwalking home to go and play this. But before I could even put my hand on the doorknob, my black, strict Christian mom was right there. Just standing there over me, menacingly. So at this point, I'm thinking I probably forgot something I was supposed to do. So I'm like, you have visitors. I do? Now, I'm confused as hell because who's trying to visit me on a long weekend? So my mom says they're upstairs. And remember what I said. Door stays open. Yes, ma'am. As soon as she said door stays open, I already knew immediately who that had to be. Bro, I raced up the stairs to my room and I immediately slammed that door open. It, of course, was not only Aerith, but also Ginger. I can't believe, I have no idea how she managed to get into my house, past my mom, past my brother, and be in my room chilling, waiting for me. Like, was this a setup? Was it a trick? Like, what was happening? There you are. We wanted to see you. But before I could say anything, I could just feel the violent aura that was my mom standing behind me. Like, I didn't know they were going to be here today in my defense. I immediately take a deep breath and put on the fakest smile I could possibly do to make sure the situation would be under control. Hey Aerith, Ginger, I didn't know y'all were coming by today. Aerith was like, yeah, it was unplanned. We just happened to be in the neighborhood. I turn to my mom and tell her that they're really cool and we're just gonna play video games and hang out. But honestly, bro, I just want my mom to leave the room. Like, you know how embarrassing that would feel? No, just think about it for a sec. Imagine your mom being in the room with two hot goth girls. Goth! And your mom's a super strict Christian woman. It's not fun! So after putting on the charm, miraculously, my mom left my room. But not before turning around and giving everyone a Byakugan stare. You know that stares that moms just be doing when they want you to sit down or shut up? And you just immediately do it? Yeah, we all had to endure that as a group. Door stays open, we know. So I sit down and let out the loudest sigh my body could possibly make. Ginger then turns to me with that stupid mischievous grin she always has and is like, wow, your mom's not screwing around. So I had to ask, how'd you guys even manage to get all the way up to my room? Oh, your grandma let us in. She's super sweet. By the way, this is the same grandma that literally spanked me on the bus in front of that cute girl. But then when your mom showed up, we basically felt like we were being held hostage. Yeah, I can definitely see that. It looked like they haven't moved an inch in forever. Anywho, Lenny, I have a huge favor of you. Honestly, bro, when a girl like Ginger says she has a favor, fuck, buckle up. Oh. Okay, what is it? You know how you're always drawing and stuff, right? Yeah. And how you like to use like Copic markers and shit like that? Yeah. Well, how badass would it be if you drew a tattoo for me right now? Bro, this chick took off half her clothes in my room, mom's down the hall, and we gotta continue the story. And the next video, I promise you, is gonna be fire. Part 2 coming very soon. Alright, bro, so where did we leave off? Oh yeah, here. So like I said, Ginger literally took off half her clothes in my room. Bro, she was always a wild child from the jump. I mean, if you see my other video where she was introduced, you'd 100% know what I'm talking about. Normally, in this situation, what is logically the best thing to do? Well, I'll tell you. I should have been like this. Ginger, put your shirt back on. I'm not going to be doing that. Come on, you're in my house, my mother's house. Let's give these four walls the proper respect they deserve. But you want to know what I said instead? Okay, where do you want it? Like, bro, I am a menace. I literally kept digging myself into a hole that I had no intentions of crawling out of that day.
But I mean, which hole did you want to be put in?
Nah, Zip, you're wild for that. Where'd you even come from?
The internet.
Anyway, you want to know what the craziest part of it was? I was low-key having fun. Like, maybe I'm as bad as those anime yandere chicks, I don't know. But I was actually enjoying myself, drawing on this girl while my other friend does lookout. Maybe it was an adrenaline thing, I don't know. Which honestly to me is crazy. I was always on the level. I would go to school, come home, binge my anime till 2 a.m. and run my PS4 till it started to sound like a Spirit airline plane about to crash. Like, bro, just normal shit. But honestly, slowly but most definitely surely, these two were starting to change me. And for future reference, this is only just the beginning. So here's how this went down. I turned to Aerith and I told her to keep a lookout. Now, mind you, if you've seen the last video, which I highly recommend you do, one of the major house rules my mom has, especially if I have a member of the opposite sex in my room, is that the door stays open. So I couldn't exactly close the door. I just had to make sure one of us is keeping watch while my mom's just down the hall. Okay, so I tell Ginger I gotta be straight up with her. A, I've never done this before. B, I'm not sure how well Copic markers and Sharpie bleeds on skin, so it probably won't stay for that long. And C, if I get caught, I'll be butchered alive and buried somewhere up north. And she says, that's okay, I'm willing to risk it. Like, did y'all just hear that? I mean, yeah, easy for you to say. You're not the one who's going to get Texas Chainsaw Mascara. Yeah, I said mascara. She says she wants it on her shoulder, which luckily it wasn't too hard to get done. It's just supposed to be a bunch of bows with ribbons that makes its way to her front shoulder and ends off around her chest. Bruh. So I start doing the bow on her shoulder. Literally feel like I'm doing an operation here. Bro, I literally start to shake anytime I start to make my way down towards working on her chest, trying my damnedest not to look for too long. Len, quit staring at her boobs. I'm not. I'm working on the drawing. It's cool. He can stare if he wants. I'm working on the drawing, guys. Like, gee, oh my god. Literally teasing the hell out of me because my stamina for this was so bare bones. Like, my heart was already racing as it was. I was low-key trying to do a rush job on this, but the artist in me really wanted to do a good job. Like, bro, it was a crap ton of emotions all at once. I'm the one literally doing the Call of Duty disarm mission. So I'm finishing up this tattoo, and it's coming out great. I keep nervously asking, Aerith, is my mom coming? Anything? Is the coast clear? Yes, the coast is clear. Stop asking. Then suddenly you hear the sound of footsteps approaching. My mom was coming this way. But wait, there's a chance. Maybe she wasn't going towards my room. Maybe she was just walking towards the closet or something. Bro, she walks past the closet and starts calling for me. I could already feel the almighty push of a whooping I was about to get.
Steven, look how much booba can get you in trouble.
Zip! But nah, yeah, I was pretty screwed. I said, come in. That was my first mistake. Growing up in a Jamaican household, you never say, come in. You just say yes or go where you're supposed to go. So my mom obviously found that mad suspect. She starts making a beeline towards my room. The race was on. Bro, take it in. I finished working on the tattoo. I was just adding dots and additional details. And Ginger then says, Len, don't be a pussy. Sign that shit.
What?
I hate this girl.
Yeah, why is she so thirsty?
I don't know. She just really liked attention. Aerith is like, Ginger, knock it off. So due to freaking peer pressure, I sign it quickly. Ginger's top is on the bed. I close the marker cap quickly. I turn on the TV. I stand up and grab my hoodie. Ginger's staring at me. We didn't even say a word to each other. We just locked eyes and she already knew what she had to do. Low-key, Ginger was kind of good at doing that. Aerith was like, I think your mom might be... BANG! My mom burst that door wide open with a fury. My mom was just looking at us, and she sees me not wearing my hoodie, but Ginger is. I'm in my t-shirt, trying to slow my breath, not looking like I was just running around quickly. And my mom looks at us, and she says, what are you guys doing? Just watching TV. My mom looks at Ginger, and Ginger's like, oh, this? I was cold, so Lenny let me his sweater. He's such a gentleman. You raised a fine young man. Yeah. Yeah, okay, ladies, I think it's time for you two to go. Now, normally, someone would feel a type of way of being asked to leave abruptly, but they were just like, yes, ma'am, and they said that shit at the same time. I hate it when they used to do that. And I walked them to the door. They were both like, bye, Lenny, and I just said, bye, Earth, bye, Ginger. I don't want you hanging out with those girls. Don't worry, Mom, I don't think I'll be hanging around with them. Fuck yeah! Yeah, you know those times where parents tell you stuff and you don't realize it until you're much older? Yeah, this was definitely one of those. Take it in, I didn't even tell my mom that I left school. So, if she was just to casually see me and Aerith walking around, holding hands, I already know my ass would have been on a platter. Alright, so I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. In my entire life, fumbling the bag with girls is low-key my specialty. I don't know what it was, I just lacked the experience points. Maybe the fact that I use an RPG reference has a lot to do with that, but anyway, for whatever reason, some of them were actually interested in me. Don't ask me why, even they barely knew. But up until this point, me and Aerith, we were just really good friends. But this is when things started to lean more into uncharted water. So, this is roughly 2 months after the whole tattoo incident. I'm literally trying to go chronological order here with the stories, but if I slip up, don't kill me. I was sitting in class and my nose was hella runny, my throat was super scratchy. Bro, I had no idea what was going on, but I was feeling hella sick and I could not manage. It felt like the entirety of Team Pain was stabbing at my throat. Like, shit just felt worse than a bucket of A's. I was just sitting there trying to survive till the end of class. But honestly, at this point, I was like, man, screw this. I'm getting the hell out of here. So, I asked if I can be excused. Miss? Yes, Linnell? What is it? You need another handkerchief? Using my own sickness to jab at me. Nice, nice. Nah, I was actually wondering if I could be excused on the account of, like, you know, I'm dying. So dramatic. Very well, just this once, I'll allow you to. Gee, thanks. Yeah, just hurry up, get out. Like, seriously, just get out. Like your face is disgusting. So there I am, making my way to the bus stop, feeling sick as hell. as I'm walking towards it, I see Aerith actually walking away from it. And she's like, Len, where are you heading? Hey Aerith, I'm actually gonna be heading home now because I feel like my body's getting its ass kicked from the inside out. So Aerith's just looking at me, and I'm looking back at her, but I'm honestly feeling like my body's starting to sway back and forth. Like, bro, I was starting to feel like this bus ride was gonna be a mission. Want me to walk you home? Now, I fully remember what my mom told me from the last Goth girl video. I don't want you hanging out with those girls. Now, that's what I said, but here's what I did. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, bro, I'm not turning down the company. I'm sick as hell. I can barely function right now. Aerith has literally been nothing but a W friend to me. Like, would you say no? Alright, that's what I thought. So, there we are, walking home, and I'm slowly starting to feel like I'm inching ever closer to death. So Aerith then says, you need some tea. But I'm like, nah, I'm good, I'd just rather rest. Come on, it'll do you more good than you think, and you definitely need it. She then grabs my hand, and we go into a small coffee shop. Not gonna lie, even though I was sick as hell, it really helped, but it honestly had me wondering, what does this mean? But honestly, she seems super confident, like she had the whole thing under control. I basically was on life support, so my life was in her hands. Take it in, I didn't even tell my mom that I left school. So, if she was just to casually see me and Aerith walking around, holding hands, I already know my ass would have been on a platter. So she's like, drink this. Drink what? The entire damn Mississippi River? All the bodies of ocean in one piece? Bro, when I tell you this cup of tea was damn near the size of a big gulp. Like, I was like, how the hell? Drink it. I damn near felt like I was drinking a whole bucket of water. Anyway, my memory was a bit groggy, but I just remember walking, sipping this big ass sized cup of peppermint tea while she was just talking to me about anime. So I finally make it home, and I can already tell I'm going to backflip into my bed and pass out. But then suddenly I hear a click, and it's Aerith closing the door behind her. And she's like, oh, I'm just gonna make sure you're good before I go. Now, I know y'all remember what my mom said, right? I don't want you. I know. So I tried to tell her that I didn't want her to get sick and that I thanked her for all her help. But she wasn't even listening to me, bro. She was like, come on, let's go. Upstairs. And honestly, at this point, I didn't even care. I was just too sick. So we make it to my room and I go take a shower. Meanwhile, I'm in there thinking to myself, what is life at this point? I come back out and tell me why there's a whole pizza and a bag of garlic knots on my desk. You gotta eat. This girl gave me a whole pizza while I was sick. I take back what I said about her W nursing skills. Funny enough, I do remember all we ate was the garlic knots. So now I'm chilling, feeling way better than when I left school. So I'm looking at Aerith and she's getting ready to leave. Bro, I was just thinking to myself, she did all this dope stuff for me, had my back while I was sick, and helped me get my phone back from Ginger that one time, kept me company when I got suspended the time before that. So I just had to ask. Okay. Just ask her. Just ask her already. Just say, you must really like me, eh? You must really like me, and like, do not forget the A's to smooth out the sentence, you Canadian bastard. Do not! Do you like me? Shit, yeah, I do. You honestly look like you really needed help, so I just had your back. Okay. What did that mean? Like, nah, for real, like, what does that even mean? Was that a yes? Was that a no? Like a maybe? Friend type thing? Like, what was that? I was honestly too scared to ask at the time, and way too heavily medicated and full of tea to ask. Now, here's where it gets kind of crazy, and I remember this joint. So I was so out of it, I could literally feel myself falling asleep. But she's like, no worries, your brother just came home. Just get some rest and text me later. Alright, bet. And let me tell you, before she left, she was doing the most. This girl tried to tuck me in, and I said no thanks. She then laughed, gave me a kiss on the forehead, and I basically passed out. Wait a second. A kiss on the... Bro, she kissed me on the forehead. I was shocked, but heavily medicated. Like, does she like me? That means we're dating now, right? Or no? It just looks like a thing. Like, is that how it works? I haven't watched enough rom-com anime to understand what to do next. Like, bro, I need an instruction manual. Duh, whatever. I'm too sick to be thinking about this anyway. And there I was trying to put on these heavy chain-ass pants, and I hear the door close behind me. Aerith is just standing there. Yo, what are you doing? Alright, so if you watch my Goth Girlfriend series, you'll know two things about me. 1. I befriended a goth girl named Aerith. She became my best friend, and basically my black strict Christian mom hated the fact that we always hung out. And number 2, I totally sucked when it came to talking to girls. Like, I was not in my bag in the slightest back then. I mean, if it wasn't anime or gaming related, it wasn't seen as a priority to me. So when members of the opposite sex got interested in me, I was pretty much thrown in uncharted waters. Now, this takes place slightly after the forehead kiss, which honestly, I'm still stuck on. I mean, she's not even fazed by it in the slightest. Meanwhile, I'm... crud. So this story starts when me and Aerith were just chilling in the library. I would usually come here to read manga or just play my 3DS, and Aerith would often stop by, but sometimes it wouldn't just be Aerith. It would also be Ginger. Yo. Yo, what's good? Get off him. So she's like, my fault. I just wanted to invite you guys to this epic rager I'm gonna be having. My bitch of a mom is finally out of town this weekend, so there's no way I'm passing that. So shockingly enough, I'm like, sure, it sounds fun. Aerith actually looks at me surprised and she's like, dude, are you serious? And I'm like, 100%. Let me explain. Prior to this, I never went to a real high school party. Not unless it involved playing Smash Brothers or Halo till midnight. So I was genuinely looking forward to a legit high school party. You know, the kind that you see on cheesy movies from the early 2000s. But bro, if I knew what I was getting myself into. So while I'm walking home, Aerith is asking me a bunch of questions like, what are you gonna tell your mom? I say absolutely nothing. Who are you gonna go with? You obviously will be together. Okay. And clearly I have to watch what I say around Aerith because that was clearly a trigger for her. Because immediately after me saying that, she goes, well, in that case, you can't just show up in another hoodie. And I'm like, and there's a couple of stores I've been wanting to show you. So what do you say? Shopping trip? Well, Lenny, I promise you, it'll be so lit. I guess. Out of nowhere, Aerith gives me a huge hug. Yo, wait, stop right there. Don't you dare judge me, bro. I promise you would have folded just like I did. But suddenly, I hear the most loudest ahem! I look upwards, and I just see my mom standing there at our doorstep. Yes, this happened in front of my house. Yes, my mom saw me get my face buried in some calcium cannons. No, I didn't have the common sense at the time to think she had opened the front door. She's just staring at the both of us, and I'm like to myself, okay, bro, there's an easy and logical way to get out of this. Just explain yourself thoroughly. I fell. Get your ass in the house. So I say bye to Aerith and start to head inside. And usually when we say goodbye, it kind of goes something like this. Okay, Lenny, I'll see you later. Okay, mention me when you're online and we'll go over the details. Okay, I will. Alright, I'll miss you. I promise you I wanted to say it back to her, but my mom was standing right there. Yeah, alright. Okay, bye. Okay, see ya. Bye. Alright, bye. But, okay, goodbye, Aerith, and make sure you get home safely. Aerith just starts chuckling to herself at the end of my driveway, just like, have a nice day, ma'am. Did I mention she loves doing these long, dragged-out goodbyes for whatever reason? They were so extra. But I did low-key enjoy it. Okay, so fast forward to us going clothes shopping for this stupid party. I was honestly convinced I didn't need new clothes, but I was easily convinced otherwise. We finally get there, and the place she wanted to show me was a Hot Topic. Like, bro, how are you gonna build up to this awesome life-changing drip store just to drag me to the Hot Topic next to Denny's? So we're looking around, and this is actually my first time being in a Hot Topic. I'm gonna tell you people something that you'll probably find stupid, and if not, for the love of God, please let me know. Okay, did anyone find any of the merch in Hot Topic kinda creepy? Like, bro, hear me out. Look at some of the album covers like Cannibal Corpse or like something death metal related, and tell me if you would rock that on a shirt. I know some would, but for me, I was like, holy shit, what the hell is that? Anyway, there we are looking around, and suddenly Aerith is like, no way, they have them! I look up, and all I see are these chunky Final Fantasy-ass looking pants. Aerith is like, drip pants! I've never seen her this excited, and I'm just staring at them like, yo, these look kind of funky. She grabs my hands, and she's like, dude, we have to buy them together. We could be mashing at the party. And I'm like, I don't know. These don't really look like my thing. And she's like, we could be a dope trip duo. So I'm looking at her, looking at the pants, looking at the cashier who's giving me a crazy up and down nod of approval with a thumbs up. And begrudgingly, I'm like, okay. So Aerith says dope, and she's like, I'm gonna do the same. So I grabbed the one that looks like there's little dudes with hatchets on them because I thought they looked kind of cool. The cashier then gives me a surprise look and goes, ICP! I had no idea what he meant when he said that. So I'm just like, yeah. So there I was in the change room, looking at these weird ass pants, and the more I look at them, the more they oddly seem cool to me, but still kind of weird overall. But since they have so many chains, zippers, and clamps, it's really like taking me a hot minute to figure out how to put this thing on my body. Like, I'm starting to think a blueprint should have came with each purchase, cause I was so damn lost. And there I am, trying to put these heavy-ass chain pants on, and I hear the door close behind me, and Aerith is just standing there. Yo, what are you doing? This girl comes up to me and says, I figured you would need some help, so I'm here. Like, bro, it's bad enough that these change rooms don't have any locks on them, but the fact that she just casually walked into mine? So here I am trying not to be loud. Bro, are you crazy? What if the guy sees? He doesn't give a damn about what we're doing anyway. And besides, would you rather have his creepy ICP head ass helping you or me? Fair point, fair point. So she's trying to help me, and I'm saying in the most calming manner, I can do it myself. Aerith is like, stop being stubborn. Aerith, he's gonna think we're having sex or something in here. Would that honestly be such a bad thing? And then I'm like, what? You almost got us caught. Bro, when I tell you every time I hung out with Aerith, okay, well, not every time, but on occasion of times, she would always drag me in these random crazy scenarios, and I just let them rock. Maybe I was just really passive and going with the flow. Maybe I was low-key enjoying it. I don't really know, to be honest. I can't wait for this party, Lenny. So we're at the register, and we're past that debacle. And I end up coughing up 80-something bucks for a pair of Final Fantasy Bleach Evangelion Neo Tokyo looking ass pants that I kind of liked. But the dude at the register was cool. He didn't even charge me tax. Something about, yo, juggalos look out for each other. Whoop whoop. Bro, I had no idea what he meant by that again. So I'm just like, alright, cool. My dumb, ignorant ass, bro. Later on, after we left the hot topic, Aerith's like, by the way, Len, I didn't know you were into the Insane Clown posse. The Insane Clown what? There you are. So, can we resume our conversation? And this security guard is just standing in front of us, and I have no idea what's going on. Aerith just looks at me. I'm looking at the security guard, and the security guard's now looking at me. And I'm gonna have to end it right here, but there's gonna be a part 2 to follow up to the story, because this one is kind of crazy. To be honest with you, I was even contemplating even telling this part of my goth girlfriend stories, but it'll all make perfect sense, and it actually wraps everything up in a perfect bow. Look at this. Bro, look at this. Yo, somebody look at this. No idea why I even, like, look at it. Hey, could you believe I did this because of Aerith?
Lenny, don't talk to me. This is actually all your fault.
Y'all ever had to deal with that one overly clingy person in your friend group? Stop! Like the one person who was super obsessed with seeking attention and validation, and if they weren't getting it, no one else was. Like, I'm talking to literally lose their damn mind. This was honestly Piper in a nutshell, where I tell you, she became so clingy with Aerith since middle school and even now up to our senior year of high school that it low-key, high-key became a major problem for not just Aerith, but also me. Okay, to probably give y'all a clear picture of what I had to put up with, let me explain. There I was chilling at the library. Bro, when I tell you could always find me and Aerith chilling in the back of the library by the manga section, that was our spot. It was just relaxing, you know, to be chilling with someone that you like at the back of the library when all of a sudden, BAM! No more peace, no more comfort. Before you knew it, she was there, towering over the both of us with a psychotic look on her face. Piper. And bro, she's just staring down at me like I stole her favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card or something. Like I'm literally here just existing and watching dumb cartoons on the internet. At least let me do it in peace. So I go out of my way to break the awkward ice. Yo, Piper, what's... Like bro, what was with that snarl? What did I even do? You see what I'm talking about? Nah, you let me know in the comments, what would you do in my situation? So she turns to Aerith and she's like, Ari, why didn't you wait for me by the lockers? I was looking around the 3rd floor and you weren't there. Oh, well, you see, don't tell me. What the fuck you mean him? I'm just trying to live my life. Like, quick mini side story to show how crazy Piper is as a person. Like, apparently a year ago, Piper would always want to crash at Aerith's house, and whenever they did, Piper would always randomly put on Aerith's clothes and try and make Piper put on hers. It was so weird and bizarre. Like, bro, I don't know why she would do that. Well, yeah, I do, because she was freaking nuts! Case in point, I'm just trying to live in peace.
Well, I told you I have a surprise for you. Look, I dyed my tips like yours. Now we match.
Do you see what I mean?
Piper, I thought that was supposed to be a joke. What? No way, I was dead ass.
Bro, clearly I could see how uncomfortable Piper would often make Aerith, but she would always let it slide for whatever reason. Like the entire time I was signaling Aerith, like, tell her to leave! So at this point, I finally said, okay, if Aerith's not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. So I was like, yo, Piper, how about... And she just shot me a look of disgust and absolute hatred like I told her to go kill herself in Minecraft.
Lenny, don't talk to me. This is actually all your fault.
She literally did say that. I'm not even capping. That was crazy.
Let me tell you something. I don't like how you were hanging out with Aerith and no one else can.
Piper, this is creepy. Like, I could tell she wasn't joking, even though she was trying to make it seem like a joke. Like, not only was this girl getting up in my personal space, but I knew she saw me as a threat. People even asked Piper before, are you obsessed with Aerith? And she'd be like, what? No. We're just super best friends who knew each other since we were little and in another life. What? Nah, we're just homies for real, but she's just low-key nuts. All the while, she's still holding onto my face like,
Jeez, Piper, chill out. If you're in lesbians with me, just say that.
Your fault. Alright, let me know in the comments if by me just existing and being friends with someone was an issue, cause I clearly have no idea what the hell I did to be hated by Piper so dang much, bruh. So, as me and Aerith are getting ready to head out, Piper then asks Aerith to follow her to the bathroom. I don't know, I guess it's in the girls code handbook under subsection paragraph 2b. I don't make the rules, I'm just reading back what I've been told. So, I'm just chilling, waiting for the both of them to come back. 3 minutes go by, nothing. 5 minutes go by, still nothing. Almost a whole 10 to 12 minutes go by, and I'm like, what the heck? So I leave the library and start walking towards the bathrooms when I see Aerith walking towards me. And I say, yo, y'all good? What happened? And where's Piper? And Aerith is just like, let's get out of here first. Come to find out that as soon as they went in the bathroom, Piper threw herself into a bathroom stall and forced Aerith to have a conversation with her as long as humanly possible, thus making it next to impossible for Aerith to leave and keep us separated. Like, what the heck? What the hell? Yo, what's up with Piper for real? And apparently Aerith finally snaps, tells Piper off, and walks out the bathroom stall. But she could have swore she heard Piper giggling to herself as she left. Only God Almighty knows what's going through that girl's mind. Finally managed to come to. I open my eyes, and all I see is... I know exactly what you mean. Yo! I can't escape her. She's everywhere! Len, shut up. Roxy, let's keep going. Yo, what up, Finster? It's Lennester, and bro, I did something incredibly stupid. I snuck out of my house to go to a Goth Rager party with my sorta kind of girlfriend, Aerith. I was stupid, and here's what happened. You see, me and Aerith by this point were pretty ride or die. Whether it was crazy school bullies, overly obsessed friends, or just me straight up getting sick, she would always have my back. And I honestly never had someone this supportive looking out for me, so naturally, I wanted to have hers. Only thing was, let's just say my black, strict Christian mom, yes bro, I have to say that every time to understand how stressful this shit was for me. Let's just say she wasn't exactly 100% on board with the whole goth girlfriend thing. Alright, I'm gonna keep it a buck. She was negative as hell on the whole idea of it. Especially with... So yeah, it was a hell nah from the jump. But like I said, I already snuck out of my house, so I legit took caution and threw it to the wind? Threw it to the wind. Bro, I apologize, caution into the fucking ground. Bro, I got no exit strategy. Bro, I had no idea what I was gonna do when I got home. I was literally terrified. Like, I was legit sneaking from object to object because I was legit scared that my mom would just pull up out of nowhere with a wooden spoon in hand and have my cheeks decimated. But, like I said, bro, I was stupid. So, before we get to the party, we stop at the convenience store to grab some snacks and some other supplies. Now, these are the best wraps for rolling. They won't burn out too fast and they don't... She legit gave me the craziest grass tutorial, but I can't share that with y'all. Please don't demonetize me, YouTube. I swear I'm a good noodle. So, as I'm walking through the aisles of this convenience store, all I hear is a crazy scream. So, I rush over to Piper to see if she's okay. This girl's like, oh my fucking god. Aerith looks so cute in her outfit. Bro, I don't care how down bad you are for that girl. There's no reason to scream in public like that. Seriously? That's it? Yo, I honestly thought something was wrong. What the flip are you doing? So fucking hot. I want new... No, I need new friends. So finally we're at the counter ringing stuff up. Roxy's like, yo, Lenny, are you gonna buy any condoms? Now, when you're in college, nobody cares. When you're in your senior year of high school, for whatever reason, everyone makes a huge deal out of this. So I'm like, no. Not gonna lie, it legit caught me off guard. Oh, so you're not planning to do anything for real with Aerith? Okay. Why? Did she say something or...
I can't say. I'm not involved.
Oh my god, bro. Now I have to... Now I'm thinking I gotta buy these damn condoms. But bro, this is legit my first time ever buying a pair. And I already know in my soul I'm gonna look dumb as hell buying these. But again, like I said, I was on that stupid timing from the start of this video. So I make my way to the counter, and the guy there is something else, let me tell you. But first, a quick word from our sponsors. Guys, once again, I'm letting you know that Lennester is partnered with GamerStop. Yo, I love this company, I'm not gonna lie. From the drinks to the shaker cups, it's all a huge vibe. And guess what? There's more. Starting tomorrow, February 19th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, chicken, beef, and vegetable flavors of Gamer Soups instant noodles will soon be available. Just use promo code Lennester and get yourself some of that waifu goodness. Hi, my friend. How can I help you? Hi. Can I get some protection? Condoms! Yeah. What's the matter? You don't want Magnum? No big meat! No big meat! I'm just kidding, my average size friend. Here you go. Thank you. Jesus. So we finally make our way to the party, and I'm super dead, super exhausted, kind of embarrassed, and pretty much forgot about the whole sneaking out thing. I walk past some familiar faces and see some new ones. Roxy's like, alright dude, I'm gonna chill with some of the other stoners. Let me know if you need me. Fun fact, I didn't see that girl for the rest of the night. Dang, she's not even trying to hide anymore, huh? Don't talk to me. Great, and just like that, I was by myself at this Goth / emo / alt rager party thing. Not gonna lie, there was a bunch of regular people from my school there too. And no, I know what you're thinking, I wasn't the only black guy there. The dude who dropped off the pizza was also black. I'm leaving that shit in, I don't care. So I walk in and I'm exhausted as hell. My boy, all I wanted to do was, Len! I see Ginger over there calling me, and I turn around and I swear to you, it felt like time stood still. There she was. Aerith was looking so damn fine, bro. Not gonna lie, I dressed up for this thing, but I felt like I looked hella dusty. So Aerith is there, and she shouts, Lenny! And swerves the dude who's trying to talk to her, and starts making her way to me. Bro, I was literally him for those 7 seconds. Then she was right beside me, and she was like, yo, and I was like, hey. Now, I've seen Aerith a bunch of times, but something about her tonight just hit different. I don't know, it's probably because of what she was wearing, or just the straight up immaculate vibes. Honestly, at this point, I even forgot I snuck out. Here you go. Oh, what's in this? Ginger literally rolls her eyes at me, and a bunch of people behind her start to actually laugh, because I guess I was kind of loud when I said that. Fruit juice. Okay, quick FYI, I never drank alcohol like that. Maybe the occasional champagne on New Year's Eve, but that was about it. And I was totally nervous to think what it would do to me. So, I felt that maybe it was the best thing to do was to just turn it down and only, like, stick to water. But Aerith took the cup! Now, I promise you, there was no way in hell, plus all the people are staring at us, and
It's okay, Lenny. You don't have to drink if you don't want to.
Bro, what do you think I did? Hit me again. That was nothing.
Holy shit, Lenny, let's go!
Bro, Ginger was shocked. Aerith was shocked as hell. Even I was surprised by what I just said. But honestly, there was no way in hell I was gonna back down now. I mean, we've already come this far. We're already in this much shit as it is. We might as well just live our life and then face the insane backlash later. Again, remember when I told you I was on stupid timing? So apparently, what was 1 cup becomes 3. What was 3 becomes bro. Honestly, I can't really remember too well. But I drank a lot. All this just to make a girl be impressed with me. Bruh. Anyway, like I said, it was a lot. I made my way to the kitchen to escape Ginger and her endless drinking games because I could not keep up for the safety of my well-being and my liver. So I grab a seat on the stool and I just lean my head over onto what felt like a pillow. And I just hear a voice that says, holy shit, you good? And I'm just like, yeah, I just feel like I need a nap or something. Like, I overdid it a bit. And she's just like, all good, just keep sleeping on my thighs if you want.
Oh shit, my bad.
And that was it. Apparently I took a nap right there, bruh. I could hold my liquor, just not that well. And honestly, what woke me up was the thick smell of cotton candy flavored vape. Yo, what is that? Look at his face. Crazy. I know exactly what you need. But first, take a hit. Yo! Bro, I'm gonna leave it right here. I promise you the next part's gonna be crazy. Or you're at least gonna be like, Len, what the fuck? Honestly, I hope the next video actually doesn't get me demonetized. Honestly, at this point, I was thinking, damn, my mom was totally right. She wants to make sure I steer clear from situations like this. Bro, from girls like this. Girls like Astrid. I'm going to be hooking y'all up with 10% off on all orders. Just use code Lennester, and that discount is yours, bro. I'm talking energy formulas, shaker cups, and one of those luscious waifu t-shirts. Just hit that link in the description and get your discount today. So there I was, hella weapons in my face, and also still hella groggy from the amount of alcohol I drank, and I'm just looking at this girl like, are you seriously pointing a damn switchblade at me? Also, yo, what was with the gun? For real, like, bro, we live in Canada, so how the hell did you even... Alright, whatever. So here's what happened. Like I said, I was still groggy and out of it. Hey, what are you doing? You scared? Does the idea of getting your face sliced open fill you with terror? Oh, he's fallen into despair. That's funny. You know what I did in this situation? I'm not even gonna lie. I have an ironclad rule of not hitting girls. Except if my life/well-being is on the line. At that point, all bets are off. Because I didn't know what they were planning or what was gonna happen. So there I am, still stunned at what I'm waking up to. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm slowly balling up my fist to deliver one of the craziest Ganondorf punches of my life. Honestly, at this point, I was thinking, damn, my mom was totally right. She wants to make sure I steer clear from situations like this. Bro, from girls like this. Girls like Astrid! Alright, so let me back up and provide some context. Astrid was what you'd call a bad bitch. Bro, I'm not even lying, that's the simplest way to say it. Everybody wanted a piece of Astrid. This chick was loved by everyone. Bro, she legit had dudes chasing after her in between classes. Guys would get into fights just for a slim chance to be with her. I don't know why. Bro, she was legit crazy. Like, between you and me, I think she went to jail at one point. I'm not even lying. And Astrid would always tell me, trust me, Len, for your own good, you want absolutely nothing to do with her. Really? Yes. Or did you forget about the time she got us caught up in mall security over her shoplifting? Oh yeah, right, that happened. So bro, from what I heard and what I know, I wanted absolutely nothing to do with her. But for whatever reason, since I was close with Aerith and the others, she wanted to get close to me. Oh, son of a... So there we were, with literal weapons in my face. And suddenly they back off. Turns out the gun was actually a lighter. And she's like, alright, lay off Church Boy. He's cool with Ginger and she owes me smokes. Church Boy? But I was like, look, my bad for literally falling asleep on you like that. I was really out of it and I don't normally drink. And Astrid's like, no worries. You know, Astrid. What's up, Molly? He seems tense. Right? Like, you really need to relax. I couldn't agree more. You know what'll really help you relax? You know what always takes my mind off all my troubles? Bro, for the sake of not getting demonetized, we're just gonna say it's a pizza, a smokable pizza. Bro, you're smart enough to know what this is, so yeah. Like, I'm not getting demonetized just to show you that. Anyway, I'm like, oh, nah, I'm cool, but you guys go on right ahead. So, in my opinion, clothing, food, healthcare, and shelter should all be free, as it's a basic human right to survive. Like, am I wrong or like, what? What do you think? I want to go home. What? What? I'm thinking how to get the fuck out of here. I'm literally sandwiched between two of the worst girls I've ever met in my life. I can't find Aerith, Roxy, or even flippin' Ginger anywhere. And to top it off, there's no way on God's earth I'm going to be able to go home smelling like this much deep dank without getting a crowbar to my neck from my mom. My boy, I was cooked. Now, any normal human being would have just gotten up and left. Yo, I'm actually getting mad just remembering all this. But at the time, this is what I was thinking. I'm there listening to Astrid just yap about nonsense, and she's clearly fried out of her skull. She's also one of the hottest girls in our school, so the fact that she's sitting on my lap, I'm like, God, how did I get into this situation? I mean, not that I'm complaining. I mean, nigga, focus, what am I saying? At one point, she's so baked that she almost falls off my lap, so I catch her. I'm like, careful. She then turns to me and is like, you're my first black friend. Are you sure you don't want to take a hit? And honestly, at this point, I'm thinking, man, maybe the others had her all wrong. Maybe she's actually cool. A little crazy, but, you know, not more crazier than who I already hang out with now. Nah, I'm cool. Now, I was acting all chill and cool and whatnot, but on the inside, I was actually freaking out. Cause sure, I had an awkward hug here and there with Astrid, and once with Ginger, but this girl was full on top of me and I did not know what to do. So tell me why this girl turns over to me and raises an eyebrow like she's staring at me, waiting for me to do something. And bro, I'm just like, what? And suddenly the mood changes. I don't know what got into Astrid, but she just looks at me and goes, are you fucking serious? Astrid, look, I'm not going to do anything with you. Then why the fuck are you here? She said that so loud. Everyone just turns in our direction. Then she suddenly gets up off me. The drink she was holding, she then suddenly dashes it in my face. All I remember is the cold, wet feeling and the burning smell of alcohol in my nostrils. And I'm just like, honestly, just stunned and speechless for a whole second, trying to process what just happened. This dude literally tried to grab me. No, I didn't. You wanted to make a move on me and I said no. Nah, everybody, Astrid's just messing around. It wasn't that serious. Everyone was staring at me. I never felt more stupid in my life. If it wasn't for Molly, a bunch of dudes would have just jumped me right there. Bro, I literally got up and walked out the door. At that point, I honestly felt like I had zero friends in that house. I didn't even know what was going on. I wish I just stayed home, played Tekken, and watched Full Metal Alchemist, rather than putting myself through this. And suddenly, as I'm walking away, all I hear is, "Lenny, wait!" Now, I already know what you're thinking. Aerith left the party early, caught up to me, we talked, we held hands, and things were great. I didn't see Aerith for the rest of the night. Life's not a romance novel, it's just bleak reality. It was actually Roxy. She saw what happened and how I took off, and since we both live close to one another, she just said she'd catch up with me and we'd just go home and split an Uber. So there we are in the back of the Uber. Roxy's just beside me and is like, "Do you want to talk about it?" "No, I just want to forget what happened. I feel weird."
That's fair.
"Look, Rebecca, I was being stupid. I should have listened to my instincts and not come out at all."
Hey, I don't think you're stupid. You wanted to break out of your shell and try something new. That takes courage.
"Alright, my friend, here's your stop."
Lenny. This too shall pass. Just try not to let it affect you too much. And text me if anything.
"Sure." Bro, I was washed after that night. I just wanted to go to sleep. Oh, and I also got my ass handed to me by my mom. Yep, that also happened. Bienika crumples this girl's resume and throws it away. I was devastated. I'm like... Alrighty, so taking a break from the Goth Girl series as I'm trying to make the next episode as straight fire as humanly possible. It may be a minute. Bro, I promise the wait will be worth it. But, would you believe me if I told you the first telling of my GameStop girlfriend series, I roughly only told you about 50, maybe 40% actually, of the straight craziness my manager Bienika did. And that is putting it lightly. I've seen this girl throw customers out, reject taking people's receipts because they were an hour late, lie about having products in the back of the store even though they were just back there, and would usually force me to be on shifts with her as well. And don't even get me started when our store started doing events. Bro, do you know how many midnight launches I had to be a part of even though I wasn't scheduled to be? A lot of them. A lot of them. Like, in the beginning, I can tell she really messed with me, but I did not mess with her. Like, yo, one time, she came in, and her hands were freaking cold, because, you know, like, I live in Canada, it's the winter, and shoved them underneath my shirt. Like, bro, why? Why'd she do that? I don't care how cool of friends we were by that point. That shit was crazy. Like, where was HR when this was going down? I never had to deal with this type of shit in a job before in my life. And to be honest with you, the only reason I let that slide was because by that point, we were considered really close friends. But that girl is a psychopath, and I'd tell that to her face. But like I said, she messed with me. She didn't care if I came back a bit late from break. She would always have my back when I had to deal with a really annoying customer. She once saved my life from a drunk homeless man who tried to break in during closing. But I would be remiss if I didn't share with you the bucket of craziness this girl put me through. So, like I said, in the beginning, to say I wasn't a fan of Bienika's would be an understatement. You see, there was this one time during the summer, this quirky girl with glasses and multicolored hair came in and was like, "Hi, are you guys hiring?" And Bienika's like, "We aren't at the moment, but if you leave your resume and application with us, we can contact you as soon as we are." I mean, sounds fair enough, right? And I agree. Except after that girl left, Bienika crumples this girl's resume and throws it away. I was devastated. I'm like, why'd you do that, Len? I mean, the poor girl was just looking for a job. Len, not gonna lie, at that moment, I thought so much less of Bienika. Don't blame me. I was literally told to do that from the big cheese himself. Wait, why? Bienika then turns around to a drawer behind her, which she had to fight to open, I might add, and this thing was filled to the brim with other job applications. Damn! Yeah, good thing you made the smart move to apply online, eh? So what are you guys gonna do with these applications? Hell if I know. Paper airplane contest? Yeah, like I said, in the beginning, I did not like Bienika at all. Because honestly, bro, that could have been me. Crazy. But that's nothing. So there was this one time a customer came in while Bienika was doing some scheduling on the front desk, and I was just restocking stuff for my homie Fitz. But the dude that came in was really glued to Bienika's mommy milkers. Bro, why did I write that? Whatever, man. He was staring at her chest. Hard. And now Bienika looks up at him and is like, "Can I help you?" "Yeah, do you guys have any used copies of Pokemon Sword and Shield?" And out of nowhere, Bienika's like, "Oh my god, are you staring at my tits?" Get out. What? Huh? Bro, the entire store was now fixated on that front desk. I'm over there looking, Fitz is over there looking, and she yelled that loud as hell in front of the entire store. And this poor guy's looking all around, hella embarrassed, ashamed, and just kind of awkwardly walks out the store. So I then go over to Bianca, and I'm like, you okay? And she's like, yeah. Wow, you literally made that dude leave. But they are just titties, like, what's the big deal? Okay, I get it. Basically, dude left and never came back. Bro, keep in mind, she's nuttier than an O. Henry wrapped in a Reese's peanut butter cup. Back then, she was famous for loud outbursts and having a short fuse, which is everything you need to be a successful GameStop manager. Not even lying, I think that shit's a part of the job requirement. But as time went on, she did start to improve and get better. Kinda. Meanwhile, once again, my body's like, what more proof do you need? Just put it in!
Hey, I hope you're feeling alright. I'll be heading to Florida for the summer, but I'll be back around August. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened at the party, and honestly, want to let you know that I wasn't myself. I had a couple of drinks, and I wandered off with Ginger to go stop Piper from getting into a fight with some guy. Anyway, when you get this message, we can talk or whatever. Okay. Bye.
Okay, how do I even start this part of the story? Not gonna lie, after the party, things were a mess. Honestly, truly. Because it was the weirdest thing. Me and Aerith, we went to that party together. We were like this. Everything was so cool. I literally remember like it was yesterday. Everything was perfectly fine. We were hanging out. I had a couple beers. I normally don't drink back then ever, but I just want to try things out, you know. And things went sideways really fast because before you know it, Astrid was like all over me, and things went the way they went, where I got penalized and blamed for something I didn't do, and that made me so uncomfortable after that party. And the funny thing is, I did not talk to Aerith the entire time afterwards. Like, I didn't hear from her. It's like we just went on an awkward pause. Like, we just didn't do anything at all. And honestly, a part of me thinks maybe that was for the best at that time, because it, oddly enough, gave me the growth I needed. I was literally gonna leave it off at the party where it ended, but a lot of y'all were quite literally asking for more, so here you go. Enjoy what I call Volume 2. See, after that party, 3 things had happened moving forward. 1. My mom slapped me silly. She not only told me not to go out with those girls, but I in fact snuck out, got drunk, got a contact high, and almost got into a fist fight over our psychotic goth chick who brandished a knife at me. Like, whoa, what the hell am I doing with my life right now? 2. It was summer, and that meant I was forced to get a job. They said the busier you are, the less likely you are to get in trouble. Which kinda made sense. I just wish I could have got a job that wasn't involved me throwing my back out every freaking 10 seconds. 3. I was trapped. Like, that was it, bro. I was under heavy lock and key. All I could do was go to work and come home, go to work and come home. For the beginning of summer anyway, till things cooled down. And that was it. I was honestly miserable to say the least, but that was life. I was literally destined to be locked up in my... Roxy, hey. Bro, Roxy was literally saving my life. Bro, Roxy is a W friend. The way she had my back during that summer, because trust me, that was one of the hardest summers I had to endure. It was nothing but wake up, work, lift heavy ass boxes, and go back home to like what? Eat dinner, maybe watch a little TV, because my mom was not letting me touch any video games for the longest time, and then go to sleep. It was brutal. The first month especially was super brutal. But the fun thing about it was Roxy had my back. Like literally after work she'd just be like, wanna hang out? And I'd be like, yeah, sure. Cause bro, what else am I gonna do? Go back home and just like watch a little TV and go to bed? Like I was living like I was living like on prison time, man, and I wasn't trying to do that for the longest time. So in all honesty, friends like Roxy are really valuable because they're just there for you. My summer was grim throughout the entire month of June, but not gonna lie, Roxy literally saved that shit. Now, let me start over. It was now the middle of July, and at this point I'd gotten used to working at my dead-end factory job where everyone would always tell me, stay in school, don't end up like me! And I was generally starting to enjoy myself, because not only would Roxy come to my house to watch anime or play video games, I would also go to hers, and our families knew each other from way back in the day, so my mom was more lenient when it came to me spending time with Roxy. Oh, little did she know. Not gonna lie, we were spending a crazy amount of time with each other, to the point where a lot of our mannerisms started to become the same. Like, sup dude? I have never said the word dude that much in my entire life. Like, you see what I mean? It was subtle at first, but hyper obvious as time went on. And the funny thing was, when I was at Roxy's house, I'd be around the rest of the gang. You know, Piper, Ginger, and Piper's new, well, I don't want to say boyfriend, cause that dude would get abused a lot. I wanted Dr. Pepper, now whatever the fuck this is. Duh! Sorry babe, I'll get you a new one. When did I say I wanted a new one? Huh? But I... Aw, you're so cute when you're confused. But hey man, whatever weird freaky shit they did behind closed doors had nothing to do with me. But honestly, things were getting better, and I was really starting to forget about the whole party incident. Maybe it's because of how close me and Roxy got that it almost felt like a distraction. I mean, we were texting every day and hanging out basically every other day. And because of her, not gonna lie bro, I was changing. I was going out a lot more and playing games less. I was doing shit like going to karaoke and learning how to skateboard at the skate park. Honestly, I feel there's times where guys have certain turning points as they get older, and for me, this was definitely my coming out of my shell part, because I was playing video games less, and I was going outside a lot more. Like, literally bro, my touch grass era was like right there, and I had it with Aerith, but with Roxy it was like an everyday thing, because it's like she was so accessible at the time. Like, it's just me and her hanging out a lot, and it was something that was just really often, and to me it worked out great. Like, when we would go do karaoke, or we'd go do like skateboard, I learned how to skateboard because of her, and I learned how to like do karaoke, which is actually really fun. I'm not gonna lie, like honestly, it's actually a blast, especially when you stick in a couple of drinks, bro. It's a vibe. But yeah, thanks to her, we just started doing more, and things started to feel better as time went on, because I wasn't by myself anymore. And not only that, I got to hang out with some of the other goth girls, or some of the other girls from back then, but it was mostly just me and Roxy, and plus we had so much in common, more so than me and Aerith, because she liked anime, I liked anime, she liked video games, I liked video games, and it was just proper at the time. I guess it's what I really needed. And then she would just be like, hey, do you want to go downtown and chill with us, or do you want to do whatever? And I would always be like, yeah, no, yeah, this is 100%, I'm in. And the cool part about it was, throughout the entire summer, Roxy basically had her apartment pretty much to herself the entire time. Her mom would work super early in the morning, or throughout the entire day she was basically gone, and then she would always be at her auntie's house. So like Roxy, so the main apartment Roxy just had to herself, and it was just mostly me and her, just there doing whatever. So one evening, I'm chilling at Roxy's playing Donkey Kong Country. I don't know why she was so into retro games, but I really dug it. And I couldn't beat that one freaking minecart level. So as I'm chilling there, she's like, ugh, man, it's hot as hell. I'm gonna go change. And I'm like, yeah, sure, take your time. Whoa! Now, at this point, I was trying my hardest. And I mean my hardest not to think like this. But, bro, it was inevitable. As I tried to resist, I could deny it no longer. Roxy's really hot. But no, that's my friend. That's my friend. I'm just gonna push those feelings deep, deep, deep down for as long as humanly possible. But I'd be lying if I said those temptations weren't kicking my ass. Like, I'm over here just trying to focus on playing Donkey Kong, and my body's like, that's the nut I need! That's the nut! Chill out, I'm telling you, just to relax. Not gonna happen. Just shut up, man, shut up. I'm telling you, nothing crazy like that is gonna happen. What? I was battling demons, brother. I was battling demons that time. It was insane. I just... like, I don't know, but the funny thing is, I just didn't want to ruin the relationship and what we had as friends. But not only that, if you know me from any of my videos, you'll know one thing for sure. I am a grade A fumbler. You hand me the ball, and bro, and my hands turn to 2 sticks of butter. I'm just gonna like, it's gonna drop. And that's exactly what kind of happened here. Please, bear with me. Just know, I didn't even try. Alright, just see. Wait, dude, you're still stuck on that one level? Here, let me try. Yo, at this point, I didn't know what to do or say. I just kind of stood still as humanly possible. Meanwhile, once again, my body's like, what more proof do you need? Just put it in! Stop. Yeah, what's up, dude? Please stop. You don't have to say anything else. Just enjoy the moment. Have you heard from Aerith since she left for Florida? Idiot! That's what you asked? Roxy then pauses for a moment. In that few seconds pause, bro, I was just dreading, what did I say? Why did I do that? Yo, I could have just enjoyed the moment. It would have been fire. But no, I had to ruin it by trying to talk. But Roxy just said, nope. Have you? Oh, nah. Why, do you miss her? Kinda, you know. Goodbye, happy cozy summer apartment. Goodbye, gamer girl who just goodbye. I mean, I miss her too. It's all good, don't trip about it. Yeah, like, you guys both mean a lot to me or whatever. One thing I'll say about Roxy, she's one of the most chill type of girls I've ever met in my existence. Like I said, bro, if it wasn't for her, my summer would have been a total disaster. But just like now, she just held me down. I literally felt so relaxed at that moment, in that environment, in that atmosphere, that while we were talking, bro, I just spilt my guts to her about everything in my life. I don't know, it was just one of those nights when you're chilling with your friend and you just guys get into a deep talk about life and everything. Definitely one of those. And crazy enough, I don't exactly remember how or when, because I fell asleep. And it was probably because I came straight from my factory job, went home to immediately shower, and then ran straight to Roxy's place, that I was doing so much that, bro, I just conked out. But when I woke up, it was 3:43 a.m. and I'm just sitting there, or laying there, on her lap, and I'm like, oh, well, you know what, man? This is kind of nice. I'm gonna just stay like this till the morning and, don't! Oh no, I fucked up. I checked my phone. 6 missed calls from my mom and 3 text messages I was too scared to open up and read. Bro, I was lost in La La Land and forgot my current situation. I was cooked! What else can I say? I was cooked, bro. I was cooked. I was doing too much. I got in trouble. I was cooked. I made a mistake. I don't know. I was just cooked. I was cooked. Again. Like, how did this keep happening to me? Roxy, wait up! Sup, dude? I fell asleep and I crashed here and my mom left me like a bunch of messages. That's jokes. You're fucked. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna call her back. Hello, Mom? Explosion went off on the other side of that phone. Yeah, I was cooked. But looking back on it, it was low-key worth it. And yeah, not gonna lie, I'm still gonna say it was worth it to me. You know, cause bro, level with me, just level with me. If you were there with a really cool girl, and remember, she helped you out all summer, had your back, you play video games with her, you watch anime with her, the vibe's always immaculate, she has her own apartment where you guys can just hang out and do whatever, so like no one's interrupting you guys. And not only that, she's an awesome listener, like no judgment, whatever. You're telling me you're not gonna be spending the night? Don't lie to me, bro. Don't lie to me, bro. We both know it's gonna be a lie. We both know you're gonna roll the dice and see what happens. I guess that's what I did ultimately. Was it the smartest choice? No. Would I do it again? That's neither here nor there. But the fact is, what happened, and yeah, that's honestly the truth of it. I guess I was just having too much fun. I don't know, but it was really good. But anyway, with that song being sung, bro, make sure to subscribe, like. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video, and of course, bro, take care of yourselves and have yourselves a damn good one. I'm still here laughing about my own story, even though I just wrote it, animated, and everything. But yeah, man. All right. Talk to you later. Again, let me know if you guys like these IRL segments, because I really love doing them, and I feel like it adds more to the story and more like depth that I can add versus me trying to like slave over and like breaking my back while animating. So yeah, definitely let me know. And of course, guys, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Later. How did things get to this point? We were just at the park having an awesome picnic, and now this? And would you believe me if I told you a cop car pulls up right beside us and... What up, Friendster? It's Lennester. Guys, sorry for the delay. The original video actually got somewhat corrupted. It was supposed to be a lot longer, but it was literally a back and forth battle of me trying to save files, trying to restore assets, and ultimately at one point I just like washed my hands clean of it and just stepped away for like a week or so. But overall, I present to you as salvageably best as I could anyway, the current Goth Girl series video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you have a blast with it. As always, guys, make sure to use code Lennester to get 10% off your gamer subs. And yeah, man, with that being said, let me know what you guys think of this video, and let's dive into it. You guys really loved the last Goth Girl Send story. Honestly, thanks for that. I didn't know my past high school trauma was so entertaining, but if you're down, then I'm down. So, as I said beforehand, really harsh summer, really strict parents, but Roxy was making everything so much better. A lot of the people at the time would even ask, are you two dating? And we'd either A, say, no, we're just really close friends, or B, randomly hold each other's hands and be like, is it that obvious? We'd immediately reiterate by saying, nah, it's not true, we're just friends. But again, we were so close. I was even starting to get confused on where to draw the line in terms of our relationship? Friendship? Friend? It was really hard to tell at the time. So when Ginger finally got her car, she was like, yo, let's go to Sakura High Park. Now, if that borderline fantasy anime sounding name confuses you, let me give you some clarity. You see, Sakura High Park was basically a park in Toronto where the cherry blossoms would start to bloom, and it would look really pretty, and folks usually break out picnic blankets and head down there to enjoy the cherry blossom viewings, and usually people get really wasted and pass out on blankets. Not gonna lie, I haven't been there in years, so I'm just going off how I remember it. It was a wild time. So Ginger says, hell yeah, let's go. Len, I'll pick you and Roxy up since you two live close by. So yeah, that was the plan. I get to Roxy's apartment, and me and her are just hanging out making jokes until Ginger comes. Now, it's super important I add this part. Roxy had a pack of Oreo minis, and we'd sometimes play this weird game where we try to throw them in each other's mouth. It was just something to do while we passed the time waiting for Ginger to show up. So we were just lobbing them back and forth at each other and acting like a couple of losers, and one literally hit me in the freaking eye. I'm not even gonna lie to you, that hurt like hell. And that joint stung like crazy. I was freaking out. Roxy comes over to me and she's still laughing and she's trying to brush crumbs out of my eye. Oh shit, dude, are you okay? Here, let me see. Ugh, why does it burn though? Cause cookies are secretly evil? Seriously, stop moving, let me see. We're here, bitches! That was Ginger's way of saying hello. I look over and I see Piper, Ginger, Piper's emotionally abused boyfriend, and Aerith. Wait, Aerith? She's back? I thought she was going to be gone all summer. We haven't even spoken since the party incident with Astrid, and now she's just staring at me. And Roxy. Honestly, it felt so weird, but like I said, I hadn't done anything wrong, but I kind of felt like I did. I mean, think about it though, from my point of view. It was such a bad summer. Like, the entire time, all I was doing was just working in the warehouse, coming home, getting yelled at, rinse and repeat. And the saving silver lining grace was hanging out with Roxy. Because at that point, remember, I'm not at home, I'm not at work. I'm just somewhere at peace. I'm just relaxing, I'm just having fun. And to me, that meant a lot. Especially then, that meant so much. And the last thing I heard from Aerith was an apology, and then just hearing that she left to the States. So it felt so weird, and it's not like I forgot about Aerith at all. Certainly I did not. It's just that she wasn't there, and I guess it was almost like an out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And Roxy was, especially when I was like really vulnerable and feeling really like down and out. So she really had my back. But seeing Aerith there at the time, oh man, I don't know why. I just felt like maybe I'd done something wrong when I didn't. But I guess sometimes that just happens. At us. Like she caught me doing something bad, but I wasn't, right? I was just hanging out with my friend who held me down all summer. And besides, it's not like me and Aerith were actually dating, right? Me and Roxy were just hanging out. I know, right? Don't they look like they're dating? Are they? Who knows? Yeah, Ginger was a certifiable op, bro, I swear. Ugh, who cares? Let's go. I gotta take this one for a walk through the park. Babe? Could you stop treating me like a dog? Good boys don't talk back. But you're more than welcome to come with us on the walk, Aerith. No, I'd rather just catch up with everyone. So we hop in the sports wagon, and I'm sitting in the middle between Roxy and Aerith. Like, bro, not like this. It's so damn awkward. So, Lenny, I'm happy to see you. And you too, Roxy. Yeah, I haven't seen you since that crazy party. Ugh, that night was honestly the worst. No kidding, like thank God me and Lenny just left at the right time. Oh, 100%. Oh, wait, you guys left together? Yeah, we both wanted to get out of there, plus, I ran out of weed. Oh, okay, I see. You could have told me when you guys were leaving. Len literally got a drink dunked on him by Astrid. I don't blame bro for leaving, Aerith. Yeah, no, I'm not saying... Nah, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yep. Bro, I am so uncomfortable right now, like, what the heck? I just want us to get along for real. I felt like I should say something. But you know what I did instead? And y'all are gonna call me so corny, bro, but I was panicking. I just patted both their hands and I was like, it's cool. It's cool. Like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I just be cool for once, bro? Like, why did I do that? Oh, one of the cringiest experiences of my life. I don't know why. I guess I socially panicked. And I was just like, okay, wait, don't worry about it. It's okay. Like, literally, that's what I treated it like. And I thought by doing that, it's gonna smooth everything over. And there's gonna be like, you know, like no animosity. And I just didn't want to break up this good friendship between two friends over me. Not that I was. Like, I guess at the time I was just like overthinking it. Clearly I was desperately overthinking that joint, because like there was no way that I was gonna be able to break that up. But I just thought maybe just to be safe, because I was like, I just didn't want to be that guy who would have caused that. So to, like, you know, counteract it as best as humanly possible, that's what I did. And I was just like, now thinking back on it, I'm like, ugh, I kind of wish I didn't. Like, you know those moments where you're just cringing about it. Yeah, that was me. I 100% did that joint. So thankfully we finally get to the park and we roll out the picnic table. The scenery's looking amazing, the vibes are vibing, and I'm feeling much better now that we're out of that confined car. And we just make a day of it. Eating, vibing, drinking. Sorry, Mom. And things are going good. Randomly, while everyone else goes for a walk, Aerith says she forgot something in Ginger's car. She asks me if I can go with her to go get it, because she didn't want to go alone. And I said sure. And the walk to the car is two things: hella quiet and slightly awkward. Before, me and Aerith could yap about anything and everything, but now it feels like there's some unwelcomed rift just coming in between the both of us. So how's summer been? It's been okay, to say the least. How are you? How's summer been for you overseas? Good. There wasn't much for me to do in Fort. Yeah, no, I get that. You see, bro, just awkward as fuck, dull as dirt, stale as a 7-Eleven rotisserie hot dog. I don't know, we used to have such a good flow between us, and now things are just dull. So we get out of the car and we're in the back seat, and I'm like, so what did you lose exactly? My mirror, but honestly, I just really wanted to talk. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That night, I didn't want to ditch you. I can't believe Astrid dumped a drink on you. There's a reason why we don't hang out with her anymore. She's like a legit psychopath. You know she's gone to juvie? Whoa, she did? Well, I'm not gonna lie. I want to apologize too. I didn't mean to take off the way I did. It's just everything was happening so fast and all at once, and I'm sorry. Aerith then proceeds to jump on me. She's always been a very touchy-feely person, but bro, this was a next level. I'm so glad we got to talk about this. Dude, like, seriously. Okay, so why did she have to stoop down to make even more visual engagement with me? Like, we were having a moment, sure, but we're not going to overlook the fact that you're in this position. And crazily, once again, I'm going to have to be fighting off that joint like, get back, you horn monster. It ain't happening. Not in a friend's car. And certainly not the Cherry Blossom Festival. Like, bro, are you kidding me, bitch? There was no way under the sun I was going to let that happen. Not at the flippin' Cherry Blossom Festival. Bro, like, okay, when that was going on, I was just like, okay, how do I just get out of this situation? And it's always these awkward moments that I get involved in or wrapped up in. And it's up to me to be as subtle as humanly possible to, like, get out of them. And it was so weird, but I'm just like, alright, but yeah, no, that was crazy. That was honestly crazy. Like, how did things get to this point? We were just at the park having an awesome picnic, and now this. And would you believe me if I tell you a cop car pulls up right beside us, and I don't know why, this girl ducks right down into my stomach. So now I know it looks crazy, as if we're doing something wild. And me, I just pretended to be asleep, bro. Like, literally, I'm a huge black guy, and I was entering my gym arc era. I was not trying to be questioned by any type of law enforcement. Though, luckily, he went about his day and didn't pay no attention to freaky old us in the back of a Toyota Sorento. She was literally willing to risk it all, just for us to be on good terms again. Hey, where's Aerith and what's-his-face? Don't know. Guess I'll go check on them. Yep. And yeah, man, that's literally how it went down that day. It's so funny to me because it all happened at the Cherry Blossom Festival, like the viewing festival. And it was such a chill day, but at one point it would just veer to the left, to like a hard left. And that was just something that happened. But overall, at the end of it, I was just glad that me and Aerith were on a cool level and we're good again. And I'm not responsible for anything that happened between the friendship of Aerith and Roxy. But with that being said, that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys think. I apologize, bro. I wanted to make it way longer, but what happened was after the files got corrupted and I couldn't save it, I was just like, yo, I'm not breaking my neck trying to do it. Like, it was just too much. But I also want to mention to you guys, I'm going to be having a Discord, and the link to it is in the description. So if you ever want to join that, chill, hang out, whatever, whatnot, I'll be jumping in there myself off and on. So it's going to be pretty good time. I'm also going to be streaming a lot more, so I'm going to drop the link to that now in the description. I also want to start playing some horror games, some really cool Metrovania type games. I also will be playing games with my other animator friends, so be on the lookout for that. That's also going to be a really good time. I also have my other channel, which I'm going to be uploading more on a basically daily basis. Holy crap, yeah. So check out Lennester X2. Oh, hit my mic. Check out Lennester X2 so if you guys want to see any reactions or commentary that I think of stuff that's going on involving gaming, anime, etc. And yeah, man, it's going to be a good time overall. Look forward to a lot more shorts coming down the pipe. I'm going to be doing a bigger video later on, but for now, definitely looking forward to the shorts. I love making shorts. They're so fun. I have a lot of cool ideas for them. And with that being said, guys, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Take care of yourselves. And of course, have yourselves a damn good one. Alright, check the links in the description. Okay, later, guys. Bye. Thankfully, I didn't fall flat on my face. But that's mainly because I had something soft to break my fall. Bro, not only am I cooked, I'm deep fried! Yo, what up, Friendster? It's Lennester. I've got a story to tell you that's equally parts hilarious, awkward, and shows booba on screen. But way more romantic than I was expecting. So, settle in and let me take you back to when I went on a date to the arcade. And, bro, pre-warning, it didn't go how I thought it would, to be honest. We're talking neon lights, video games, a giant stuffed mascot that literally broke my wallet, and of course, me fumbling the bag once again. Look, bro, it's hella awkward in a grade A fumbler, so cut me some slack. We all know this. Alright, so it started a couple of months ago, and now me and Aerith, we were super close at the time. But so was me and Roxy. Like, she'd been holding me down throughout all the chaos and madness of this year. And to be honest, she's a total nerd in the best way possible. Like, she talks about a lot of anime and manga. Hell, she knew so much about Full Metal Alchemist and One Piece, you think she was part of the damn cast. And she is always dropping trivia from new games and K-dramas. But most importantly, she was one of the only people at the time who would at least ask me, hey, are you okay? And that meant a lot to me, bro, like, let me tell you. So one day I was talking to Scott and he's like, what are you doing after school? And I was like, meh, probably gonna chill with Roxy and watch more D. Gray Man. Bro, that is a fire anime back in the day, if you know, you know. And he's like, dude, you're always hanging out with Roxy. And I'm like, well, yeah, man, I don't like going home right away, and I really like Roxy. And I really like Roxy. Oh shit, there's no way he actually said that out loud. Don't worry, I'll let him down for you myself. It'll be fun to watch him cry. No, I think I'll talk to him myself. Alright, so boom. Roxy then texts me out of the blue and says, hey, I was thinking, what if we go to the arcade this weekend? I mean, we both like video games and I'm pretty sure I can beat you in anything. Not even lying to you, she actually said that. And bro, I wasn't gonna take that, so I was like, are you sure about that? Because I've got some serious skill in Street Fighter. Yo, for the record, I had not played Street Fighter since 2008. I was a Smash Brothers man from the jump, but, you know, man, I was trying to look like a... Yeah, you know. And so the day comes, and I meet up with Roxy at the front of the arcade. And you know when you step into one of those places and it's just overwhelming? Like, there's music blaring, kids running around, and every single game is just trying to take your money, but you're kind of too excited to care? Yeah, it was that type of timing. So tell me why, as soon as we walk in, Roxy being, well... Roxy, she immediately runs for the DDR area. Like, you know, Dance Dance Revolution? I mean, like, she was full on sprinting towards it. And I'm standing there looking at the machine thinking, okay, this is fine. Dancing to anime music according to Arrow seems pretty easy, right? Bro, I could not be more wrong. She did not stop playing for a minute. And she just kept going. Meanwhile, I was there dying from exhaustion. I only played it for 3 rounds. And I'm like, but no, she was kept playing. Not gonna lie, it was actually Roxy that got me into rhythm games though after this point. Like from DDR to Stepmania to Otsu, which led to Friday Night Funkin', Scratch and Melody, and you know, just so
So she's playing, and Roxy is killing it. Like, we're talking full-on dance mania mode. She's spazzing out, going in, and I'm just over here just basically holding her hoodie because she wants to see if she could do S rank on Nightmare mode, and I legit kid you not. A small group of people are starting to spawn around her watching her play, and I'm just like, yo, Roxy's really cool. A flip? Long story short, bro, I could not keep up, and Roxy, she was so into it. She was practically getting high fives from randoms after her DDR session, while I was still trying to figure out what just happened. She gave me this smug, epic look on her face like, yo, I can do that shit. And it was insufferable to say the least, but low-key cute. Soon after, we're walking through the arcade, and we passed this claw machine, and she saw this Chow plushie that she really wanted from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Side note, bro, why hasn't Chow's been mentioned in the last 15 years in the Sonic fandom? They could literally be virtual pets, but I guess Sega hates winning. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. So I could clearly see that she really wanted this plushie, so I pop in one of my tokens so I can hopefully get it. And guess what? I failed at it, bro. It was mad hard trying to get one of those things. But after my, 11th, 13th try, I finally pulled it off. And I managed to get my hands on it, and I was like, here you go. Bro, not gonna lie, I must have spent like $20 in tokens to get that for her, but Roxy is such a W friend that it was worth it. Now, here's where things start to get like super adorable, but also really awkward and weird. After we failed at every single game after the claw machine, no shame, we don't care anymore, we head to the photo booth, and I didn't even realize that they had these here, but it is what it is. And Roxy's like, dude, we definitely have to take some of these commemorative photos. A selfie on your phone is one thing, but an actual legit snapshot that you can physically keep, it's legit rare nowadays. Which, to be honest, she was 100% right about. So she grabs my arm and we're running to the booth, and I have no idea why nor how, but I lose my footing, and as Roxy's about to jump into the booth, I basically crash into her. Thankfully, I didn't fall flat on my face, but that's mainly because I had something soft to break my fall. Bro, not only am I cooked, I'm deep fried! Are you okay? And finally, after what felt like forever, I took my hand off her, which I swear I tried to do at breakneck speed, but I could only move so fast, and I'm like, let's take the pictures. It'll be awesome. Man, yo, I'm so cringy, holy shit, bro. So we're going in on these photos, and they're actually turning out pretty sweet, though I do say it for myself, I'm not gonna lie to you. To be honest, bro, it was some of my most fondest memories with Roxy was just being a nerd at the arcade in the photo booth. So now we're driving home on the bus because we're like, you know, broke kids. And let me tell you, it's awkward. Seeing Roxy hold this giant Chow plushie in front of her, I honestly couldn't help but keep staring at her because I'm like, bro, you gonna let that thing go soon? But nah, what I was actually really thinking was, if anyone looks at us right now, are they going to think we're a couple? Because to be honest with you, bro, this is where I started to get low-key confused. Like, I liked Aerith a lot, but to be honest with you, I was really starting to like Roxy, and I mean not just like as a friend. I mean as in something more, to be honest. And I was just thinking it over because from the arcade to the photo booth to just having fun, like our energy is always so in sync so much of the time that I was thinking maybe this could actually be, you know, a thing or whatever. And then all of a sudden, my deep thinking gets broken up by Roxy just bursting out laughing, saying, I knew you'd love it. Going to the arcade was the perfect idea of a date. Wait, whoa, hang on. This is a date? I thought we were just like, you know, hanging out. I thought we were just going to be chilling and whatnot. I didn't know it was a date. Like, Roxy's more bold than I thought, bro. Dang, okay. So, Lenny, would you want to go on a second date sometime? And I'm just sitting there holding this ridiculous look on my face, which, not gonna lie, was like mostly like happiness. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'd like that. My friend! Good job, no big meat. I knew you could do it. What, do you just work everywhere? And you know what? That night ended up being one of the most fun, spontaneous, real dates I ever had. It wasn't about fancy dinners or impressing each other. It was just about having fun, being goofy, and enjoying each other's company. And honestly, there was something super romantic, I guess, about someone who's willing to go all out on DDR and other games and give you all of her tokens to try and win her a Sonic plushie because you ran out of your own tokens, bro. I'm just saying. So yeah, that was the time when I went on a date to the arcade. And it turned out way more romantic than I ever expected. Moral of the story, don't overthink your dates. Sometimes the best ones are the ones where you're just yourself having a laugh. And if you happen to walk out with a giant Sonic the Hedgehog plushie, or Chow plushie in this case, it's a plus. Yeah. No big me!